Well, the internet was certainly filled this weekend with memories of Frank Gifford after his passing, and all talks about a marriage that stood the test of time. Frank and Kathie Lee faced many storms during their nearly 29 years together, but their commitment to each other always survived. In tonight's Big Picture, Frank and Kathie Lee, love, faith, and forgiveness.
You know, people always say, do you have a statement? I say, you know what? We are a statement.
It was in 1997 that Kathie Lee and Frank's marriage faced its biggest trial, a brief infidelity. She chose to stay faithful to the man, even though he was unfaithful to her, and she had a very good reason why.
If I had run when Frank had, you know, his temporary insanity, which he was set up for, let's face it, you know, then our children wouldn't have their father in their life. And a very dear friend said to me when I was going through the hardest time about it, he said, if you can't forgive your husband, forgive your children's father. Too many families break up over something that could be healed if they just stay there and trust God to do a healing in their lives. Am I a trophy wife?
Not bad. Not a trophy, she's a treasure.
While they always like to joke around, the couple lived by a code. Family and faith come first.
What advice would you give to a woman who needs to exact revenge?
Don't.
No?
You reap what you sow in this world. It makes for a great movie, but it doesn't make for a great life.
Their love story began in 1983. Then, a 30-year-old Kathie was at the beginning of her TV career. 53-year-old Frank was a football great. Both were coming off failed marriages.
I ended a long-term relationship last spring, and Frank sort of took me under his wing, you know. He's got a great wing, and I don't know, we didn't fall in love, we really grew in love. Somebody asked me if the age difference between us bothered me at all, and I said, absolutely, I just hope I can keep up with him.
They got married 4 months later, and then had 2 children who grew up in the public eye.
We're trying to convince our kids that even though they're blessed in a monetary way, there's no greater gift in the world than love. And if we instill that in them as a young child, as young children, they'll grow up to be loving adults. Because spoiled kids grow up to be spoiled adults, and God knows the world is full of those.
Today, Cody and Cassidy are by Kathie Lee's side, and they remain a strong testament to the great life and love Kathie Lee and Frank shared.
When we were first falling in love, my attitude was I would rather have had 10, 15, 20 years that were really wonderful, really special, really rewarding with him than to have a lifetime with somebody else that I didn't share the same bond with.
We can take 5 minutes and turn it into the most wonderful day. We can take a day and turn it into a wonderful lifetime. And that's basically what we've done.